Hi, I'm Bill Winterberg of FPPad. Today I'm in Woburn, Massachusetts at the headquarters of TrustFort. And here with me is Atindra Barua, CEO and President of TrustFort. Thank you for being with me today.
Thank you for coming.
So part of my audience includes broker-dealers and reps, and some questions that I had were on technology, like technology that RIAs can implement in their practice. Broker-dealers and reps are also looking for technology solutions to help with the problem of compressing margins. Can you speak to compressed margins in broker-dealers and how technology can solve some of those concerns with it?
Absolutely. What is happening, in the broker-dealer industry is it's coming under severe cost pressure. Margins are compressing, their fee revenue is going down, their cost is increasing, the cost of compliance is increasing. Broker-dealers were probably founded when ticket charges were $150 a trade, and the payouts were 70%, 80%. Today the payouts are at 90, 95%, and the ticket charges are at $7. And compliance burden is probably 3 times as much. So unless broker-dealers are able to use technology to lower their cost of operations, they won't be able to manage. Last year, if you look at FINRA's numbers, 300 broker-dealers went out of business. This year, maybe 400 will go out of business. And it is a big shame because they are good. Some of the firms are really good firms which are going out of business, and it is simply because they do not have the scale to invest in technology. And with TrustFort, we are creating this utility where all the firms, all the members, all the broker-dealers, if they take our services, they will be able to leverage the platform and lower the cost of operations. So, as I might have alluded to you before, how does cost of operations reduce when they use the TrustFort platform? The cost of operations reduces because you are able to have an enterprise data warehouse which allows you to aggregate the information and have it in a relational form across all the different locations of the assets. So if you have assets at Schwab, if you have assets at TD, or if you have directly held mutual funds or variable annuities that are held away, or you have brokerage accounts with assets underneath that, you can combine all of that onto a platform under the same client record with intelligence around the end client through whatever legal entities and other structures they're invested in. So you can answer compliance questions like how many clients over the age of 70 have more than 70% equity exposure, or how many clients over the age of 70 have annuities that have been sold to them. So these are questions we can answer very easily if you have our platform, and that really reduces your overall cost of compliance, maintaining and staying in compliance with all the regulations, and also lowers your cost of operations by outsourcing your back office functions to TrustFort. Your people within the firm can start providing a higher value service to your reps. So the rep satisfaction goes up, your cost of operations go down, and at TrustFort we want to provide the 5-star service to our clients. So your data quality goes up and your margins are suddenly healthier again. And that everybody wins in that situation.
So I bet that out of the 300 firms, the 300 broker-dealers that went out of business last year, the hundreds of broker-dealers that are going out of business this year, I bet many of them are going to be small and mid-sized broker-dealers that don't necessarily have the resources or wherewithal to build some of these technology solutions. I think the larger broker-dealers might be able to afford it, but they may not have the expertise to create a really functional system that has a good user interface. Right. So how does TrustFort spread across the small, mid, and large-sized broker-dealer environment with your platform?
Well, TrustFort actually equalizes the playing field. So if you look at a small or mid-sized broker-dealer that cannot invest in the similar kinds of technology that a larger broker-dealer can invest in, and the larger broker-dealers have enough money to invest, and they invest millions of dollars in building this. We at TrustFort have built this technology, and you can leverage it. You can rent it and get the same benefits that a larger broker-dealer has. In fact, you can probably have better benefits than some of the in-house technology that some of the larger broker-dealers are using, because our technology will let you go into the future. It will let you seamlessly go from today to tomorrow, the client of tomorrow. So using our platform is not just for reducing your operating costs and increasing your margins, it's also for being able to compete better in the future.
I think some of our viewers that might be reps at larger broker-dealers may be a little frustrated with the slow pace of innovation and additions on these large broker-dealer technology platforms. So I'm hearing that you have some things on your roadmap about pushing your platform into the future of how financial advice is delivered. Exactly. So can you talk about one or two things on your roadmap that, again, boosts that small and mid-sized broker-dealer competition and standing in the market?
Absolutely. One of the things which is going to happen, and it is already happening, the client expects the information instantly at any point in time, no matter where they are. The client wants to is having a round of golf with their buddy, and after the round, sitting down over drinks, talking to his buddy, wants to pull up his phone and figure out, here is my oil exposure, because they are talking about the conflict in Iran and how that might impact oil prices and the exposure to oil stocks or oil investments, or mutual funds with oil exposures to it. So the client of the future is going to want that in their fingertips. So our technology, the way we have built it from ground up, is seamless, whether it is your desktop that you are accessing the information or interacting or changing that information with, or your mobile device. So we have the full spectrum of how you might be able to interact with your client in the future. And that's the great equalizer. It's going to allow every firm, if you think about it, like way back when, firms that did not have a telephone were you couldn't run a firm without a telephone or a fax machine. This is what it's going to be in the future. If you do not have mobile technology, well, you might as well close shop.
That's right. So small, mid-size, even large broker-dealers that are viewing this, where can they get more information about TrustFort and the platforms and services that you provide?
On our website, www.trustfort.com. We are open 24/7.
Wonderful, Atindra. Thank you very much for answering my questions and giving me more information about the power of TrustFort.
Thank you so much, Bill.